Hello, and welcome to Medical Glove Due Diligence, 5 Minutes to Save $5 Million, Part 3. My name is David Lawrence. I'm an Illinois qualified attorney, and my relevant experience to be able to speak on this topic was working with Sri Trang Gloves Thailand Company Limited in dealing with their FDA registrations, among other things. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different than the prior ones. In the last video, I promised you that Sri Trang was a legitimate supplier. In this case, and I know it sounds like a disclaimer because in part it is, I'm expressing no opinion whatsoever on the underlying facts or legitimacy of this supplier or purported supplier. And I won't express any sort of opinion or not even any implication as to their legitimacy. Because frankly, that's what I get paid to do. And so I'm not going to provide my work here for free. But what I am happy to do is raise a few questions that in dealing with similar companies you should ask. So we have a three-part test. One, do their facilities add up to what they can deliver? 2, do they have a 510K? Is it registered? Is it linked to the facility? And 3, can we externally verify their claims made on the FDA website? And I think the picture behind me is crooked. Okay, let's get into it here in the FDA database. We go to the home page again, scroll down to products we regulate, medical devices, click through, scroll down to FDA databases, device registration and listing, and then we type in our company, I'll select. Okay, so we see their registration. First part test, we look at the product we want to look at, which is the LZA, polymer nitrile glove, and they claim to be a contract manufacturer, which means they have manufacturing facilities, a foreign exporter, which means they export product, whether or not they manufacture it directly. They claim to be a manufacturer, so they manufacture their own brand. A repackager and relabeler, which means that they repackage and relabel products produced by other manufacturers, and a foreign private label distributor. Honestly, I don't know exactly what that means because I haven't seen much of it before. Okay, so let's click through first to the facility. We see that their establishment and owner-operator are the same address. Not bad in and of itself, but typically what we would do is see if, go to Google Maps, essentially do the satellite view and see if their facilities match their address. Then we look at the official correspondent. Usually that's internal, but in this case it's not. And the U.S. agent, usually external, and in this case it is, so there's nothing alarming about that structure, provided we can verify the facilities one way or another. Typically, the best way is a site visit, of course, but if that's impractical, you can just take a look on Google Maps. Let's go back to the owner-operator, click through on the polymer patient examination glove, and LZA, okay, oh, but we have no 510K listed. So in this case, we have two or three potential options. One is that they do not have a 510K and have not applied for one, or more likely, they have applied for one by some means whatsoever. So in this case, they are not, looks like they're not ready to ship to the US. However, they may have legitimate operations in place and starting up. You know, a lot of people rushed into the business in 2020 and found it to be a little bit more complicated than they thought it would be, and especially on the regulatory side. So you have a lot of people playing catch up. So who knows? I don't know what exactly this company is doing, but at least it will give an idea of some questions that you should be asking before you invest or spend money trying to get a product from a company that may not be ready to provide it yet. Okay, that's all I have for this video. Next video, we will look at a slightly more complicated structure, which we can then get a few more lessons from. Thank you. Have a good day.